Hello, my name is Brandon, and today I'll be talking about the axial and appendicular skeleton for you guys, and I'll be talking about the bones that are in each of the two topics and a little bit more about them. And so, first we have here is the axial. Pretty much, the axial skeleton consists of the skull, hyoid bone, vertebral column, and rib cage. Okay, so what I am showing you right now is the thoracic cavity, or you guys would also know it as the chest or your rib cage. And the main purpose for the thoracic cavity or rib cage is to contain and protect the vital organs. And by vital organs, I mean your lungs and your heart, which is right here. And yeah, and I'm pretty sure somebody will be going more in depth of your ribs and all that. What I'm showing you guys right now is called the sternum, and the sternum has three parts to it, and as you can see right there in the different colored sections. So the top part is called the manubrium. The middle part is called the body, and that very small part at the end of it at the bottom is called the xiphoid process. Right there. So here, here, and here. What I'm showing you guys right now is the vertebral column or the spine. So your vertebral column is divided into 5 different parts, and as you can see on the diagram to the right, you have 7 cervical, so that's near your neck right there. And then you have 12 thoracic, and as you can see, it's on your thoracic, or right behind your thoracic cavity. And so you would remember that the ones at your like mid upper back is the thoracic, and you have 12 of those, as I said before. And then your lower back, which is the yellow, you have 5 lumbar. And then I don't I don't know if Glenn wants you guys to know if it's fused or not, but when I learned it, I just learned that we had 1 sacrum, which is the lime, and then 1 coccyx, which is the the tailbone right there. Okay, so what I have right here is called the hyoid bone, and as you can see on the diagram, it it shows this floating red bone right here in front of your throat, and it's just a floating bone, and all you need to know is that it's not connected to any other bone in the body, and it's just floating right there. Yeah. Okay, now we move on to the appendicular skeleton. As you can see on the diagram, the appendicular skeleton consists of the bones that aren't in the thoracic cavity. As you can see right here, the thoracic cavity isn't shaded and the appendicular is shaded. And so pretty much you guys can screenshot this, and yeah, I'll be talking a little bit more in depth of what bones are in it. Okay, what I have right here is the shoulder girdle, and it pretty much contains the humerus, which is right here, the clavicle or your collarbone right there, and the scapula, which is right there. And you have that on both sides of your body, your left and right. And so, yeah, the humerus is your upper arm, your clavicle, as I said before, is your collarbone, and then scapula is your shoulder blade. Right here is your whole entire arm, and the bones in your arm are the humerus, ulna, and radius. And you guys might get confused of the radius and ulna, but how I like to memorize it is, like, you know how surfers or whatever throw up this sign and they're like rad, bro, whatever. It's, yeah, rad. So radius has rad in it, so you can see the radius connects to your thumb right here. I don't know how to explain it, but it helped me. So, yeah. And then you have your hand bones, but I'm pretty sure Tim will go more in depth of that, so I'll let him do that. So, what I have right here is the lower body of the appendicular skeleton. The lower body consists of the femur, which is pointing to here, and that is your strongest bone in your body. And then, I don't know if you can see it from this diagram, but you have this circular bone right here, and that's called your patella or your kneecap. The lower part of your leg, which is right here, you have the tibia and fibula, and as you can see, the tibia is a thicker bone and the fibula is the skinnier bone. And the way I like to memorize this is that the tibia starts with the T and starts with the T, and the tibia is the thicker bone. I don't know if I explained that well for you guys, but it made sense in my mind. So yeah, and also Tim will be talking about more about your metatarsals, so I'll let him do that too. Oh, and I forgot, in the lower portion of the appendicular skeleton, you also have the pelvic girdle or your hip area, and yeah.